In today's lesson, we are going to talk about algebra vocabulary. One of the most important words used in algebra is variable. It is a letter or a symbol that represents a value. Some examples include x, n, t, z, a, or y. Another word used in algebra is coefficient. This is the number in front of the variable. Here are some examples. 3x, the coefficient would be just the 3. In the next example, negative 7x, just the negative 7 is the coefficient. And in the third example, we see a variable all by itself. That is actually equal to 1n. Remember, in algebra, we sometimes have an invisible 1, and we call that a coefficient if it's right next to the variable. So this coefficient is a 1. Every variable has a coefficient. Pay attention to the sign of the number. A constant is a number with no variable attached to it, like negative 5, 3, 816, and negative 123. A term is any of the following: a single variable, a coefficient with a variable, or a constant. Some examples include 4x, negative 5xy, negative 3, w, and 7n. So each one of these are considered a term. Notice they're separated by these commas here. Knowing the difference between an expression and an equation is particularly important in algebra. An expression is a group of terms. It contains coefficients, variables, and constants. It does not include an equal sign. Here are two examples of an expression: 2x subtract 3xy plus 5, and negative 45 plus 4n subtract 7x. An equation is a math sentence that states two quantities are equal. It does have an equal sign. So some examples might be 3x minus 5 equals 2. Another example, negative 2x plus 6xy subtract 5 equals 2y plus 7. So in an equation, it's telling you that the left side of the equation is equal to the right side. Identifying parts of an expression. We can identify terms, variables, coefficients, and constants in expressions. So here are some examples. Our expression here, negative 4a subtract 7b plus 5 plus c. To pick up the terms, they're kind of easy to spot because they're separated by operation signs. So the four terms in the first example include negative 4a, negative 7b, 5, and c. The variables are going to be the letters a, b, and c. Coefficients appear right in front of the letters. So negative 4 is definitely a coefficient. Negative 7, notice we use the negative sign here in front of the 7, and 1 in front of c. There is only one constant in this example, which is the 5. Notice it's a number all by itself. In the second example, we again have four terms, 1, 2, 3, and 4. They include y, 3y, 8t, and 2. The variables are y and t. You can see that y is used two separate times, so when I list it, I only listed it one time. Coefficients would include the 1 in front of the y, the 3, and the 8. And there is one constant, a 2. Identifying parts of an expression. Again, we're going to look at the different parts. There are four terms in this expression. They include 9k, 7, negative k, and 4. The variables, there only happens to be one in this, and it's k. The coefficients are 9 and negative 1. And the constants are 4 and 7. Something really important to look at when you are selecting these items, always make sure you look in front of the number or the variable and take that sign with it. So let's look at the next example. In this one, there are three terms: negative 4xy, 8y, and negative w. There are three variables, x, y, and w. The coefficients are going to be those numbers in front of the variable. So we have negative 4, positive 8, and negative 1. And there are no constants in this particular example. Thank you for watching this video.